Hello, hello everybody, and welcome back to Painkiller. We are doing World 5, The Last World. And for this one, we are going to be starting off with City on Water, which, this one I had to edit down quite a bit, because this first secret is annoying to find, and this is we have to find all the secrets level. But in the meantime, how are you guys doing?
Not bad. Can't complain.
Very good.
After I took some medication, I also can't complain.
Schizo meds?
No, not those ones. I lost them in the sink.
Oh, okay.
Throat medicine.
Oh, you guys got a cold or something going on down there too, or?
No, my throat just started aching yesterday, and today, like, whenever I swallow saliva, it just hurts.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Well, the medication seems to be working, so I don't think it is.
Oh, by the way, first secret, really annoying. We have to save that specific barrel.
Seems arbitrary, but alright.
There's kind of a hint reason as to why that is, but it's dumb. You know, I'm just thinking, how would a firefight in Venice be like? Just because this is obviously what it's based on, right? So.
There's some good movies. Venice.
I would imagine it's not much too different from.
Yeah, but
well, except for the demons.
you mean the demons in this game or the demons IRL?
I have yet to meet any IRL, so
That you know of.
yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, I had some bad bosses in my life, but I don't recall any. But I don't think any of them was enough to qualify as a demon.
What about the one that took you out of the job that you liked and put you in the small cubicle?
Yeah, that one is more of a case of being a really selfish and unthinking person rather than a proper demon.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, so about this barrel. You'll notice that compared to the other ones, this one, it looks like it's like riveted, and it's gray rather than the other ones that are more like a greenish color. This is because it matches the indestructible box at the very beginning of the level, which is also riveted and plated. So that's the only connection that says that, yeah, this is the barrel you need to destroy that crate.
Well,
And even then,
it's not on par with NES cryptic nonsense, but it's up there.
So there goes the box. Doesn't actually destroy it, but you know, and that's not part of the puzzle done yet, because it creates a super jump, and at the very top here is the secret. And I had to do this a few times because getting down was a bit trickier than I expected. Mostly because the one angle, yeah, right here. Whoops. Even in hell you can't swim. Feels bad.
Oof.
Like, I can understand that in games that there's got to be, like, those... Basically, like, the floor is lava kind of things, where, you know, there's a boundary and you can't enter it, but... you guys think water would be a good idea, or would you have, like, made it something else?
Water would be a good idea. Well, usually water is a good idea, but it's the situation, perhaps, that you're failing to explain.
Well, it just seems dumb that it's like, oh yeah, like, we're killing all these demons and shit, and oh yeah, like, fucking, 5 feet of water. Nope, that's too much. Gotta immediately die.
That is lethal.
It's like in those...
Redemption, you can get all the way in up to your hat. Apparently you breathe through your hat.
So...
I can think of certain mythological explanations for that. So, in South America, there's this creature called a boto, which is basically like a sweetwater dolphin, like a river dolphin, and it's but there is a myth around the places where the boto lives, where it's said that at certain nights the boto transforms into a young man, and he uses that shape to seduce women. And the only thing that he always comes with a hat. Whenever he transforms, he is using a hat, because if he takes off the hat, you can see like the hole in his head that he breathes on through. So.
Oh, okay.
So that would perhaps.
I see. That does work.
Although I don't think that kind of mythology is at place at Red Dead Redemption, as far as I am aware.
Oh, that was Red Dead Redemption you were talking about? Like, I heard about the breathing through the hat thing, but I didn't realize you were talking about Red Dead.
Yep.
Yeah. There are actually, I think that myth was just made to excuse like why when perhaps some women didn't know the father of their children, or perhaps didn't want to disclose who it was. So it's like, it was the boto. he's the father of the kid. So,
fair enough. That's probably where it came from.
okay.
Yeah, and here's a really fun secret too. Gotta fucking monkey your way around the architecture here. There it is. But no, even though I'm bragging on the level, it is actually a really good level. Yeah, bit of a shame you can only play it on the not as hard difficulty, but you know, whatever.
What is it, like? Is the second hardest difficulty where you can where you get access to the
world
levels?
Yeah. So the first 3 difficulties you can have access to World 5, but not on the absolute hardest difficulty, which is again like the reason why I'm playing on the second hardest, so that way we have access to the demon morph mechanic, but also we actually get to see most of the game. I just had to edit it around a little bit so that way for World 4 that we got to see the level that's locked off if you play it on any difficulty but the hardest. I know there are some games that do that, like Contra 3, like it won't give you the ending of the game unless you beat it on hard. But I think we were talking about Shadows of the Empires for the N64, Gokenai. And I know that's a game that does that as well.
Yeah, we were talking about it on the Banjo-Kazooie recording, right?
I think so. Like, this is kind of the problem with when we do our recordings, is that we also hang out afterwards and talk about shit. So,
It's not a problem to me.
yeah, it's not a problem. It's just when it comes to remembering stuff as to what we said and when and where, that's the problem. So, I'm not sure if I'm repeating myself, you know.
Well, it is probably something we chatted within the recording, because usually our conversations post-recording are the ones that can't go onto YouTube.
Yeah, basically. Let's see. What else has been going on? Oh yeah. So I got some good news about my cat.
Oh.
I took him in for like a yearly checkup just to see how he's doing, and the vet told me that I can stop giving him insulin shots because he's basically looks like he's going into remission with his diabetes.
I never knew that was something that could happen.
Neither did I, but apparently in cats, not only is it possible, but there's a high chance that it's possible. Like, it's 50%.
That's pretty nice.
Wow.
I think it will probably be very happy not being poked daily.
I don't think he even notices, because I always do it when he's eating, and he's more focused on eating than, you know, anything else.
Or perhaps he's used to it.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious as to, like, what it is about cats that they're able to, like, basically not have to deal with diabetes, but for humans it's like, no, once you get it, you get it.
Probably gonna have to ask a vet for that. About the physiology of that.
Yeah, to be
I
fair,
have no clue.
to be fair, he did send me an article sort of explaining it better, but the problem is that I'm lazy and didn't read it, so...
But you came to give you come here just to give us half the story, you asshole.
But, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know, if they could figure it out, then we could maybe splice human DNA with cat DNA, and then we'll be one step closer to getting a cat girlfriends.
Assuming they,
kettle of
yeah, assuming that they will turn out as you are expecting, and not like Hermione when she eats she drinks the polyjuice.
Well, obviously it's going to be the anime version. That's the only version that is acceptable.
Now, here's I think the better question is, if people are able to genetically engineer cat girls like in anime, will that have side effects?
Well, yes, the obvious one being there'll be cat girls running around, but what kind of side effects were you thinking of?
I'm thinking, like, will they accept baths, or will they insist on cleaning themselves by licking?
Well, I think it's a fur thing with cats, isn't it? Like, because it mats their fur. So, maybe...
They also have tongues designed for it.
Yeah, so... I guess it would depend on how much fur they have versus how much, I guess, tongue and how flexible they are, because they're not going to be able to... If they're flexible like a human, they're not going to be able to get all the spots, you know, so...
Mm-hmm. But, like what Kel said also begs another question. Will their tongues be as coarse as the real cats? Because I bet some people would be very disappointed with that.
That they have them or that they don't?
That they have very coarse tongues. Like, cat tongues are very coarse because they're specifically to clean themselves. So if cat girls have coarse tongues like that, I think some people would be very disappointed.
Yeah, that would be weird. How would a blowjob work at that point?
You guys know that tigers, their tongues are so coarse they can actually leak the meat
Yeah,
off like until the bone. So it gets to the bone. It's pretty crazy stuff.
yeah. The True Facts guy who Zafrank, he did one on cats, house cats, and tigers and stuff. And he basically he said that the reason why they're so coarse is because it's made out of the same stuff that fingernails are made out of.
Eric.
Yeah. But what's interesting is that that's also partially the reason why cats are able to groom themselves with their tongues, as well as drink with their tongues, because they do it slightly differently than dogs do. Is because they're slightly grooved as well, so it's able to hold a little bit of the moisture and water, which is good for cleaning individual hairs, as well as taking a little bit of water for them to like sort of scoop it up and bite it into their mouths.
Oh, they are conveniently placed.
Oh, the
Right on top
enemies?
of the exploding barrels.
Yeah.
But this level really supposed to be? It's based on Venice, right?
Well, yeah, like basically all the levels in this game are based on something, right? So, but yeah. Oh, what was it? Did you have thought about Venice?
No, I presume by something. I presume you were saying like some
Like a location.
some well-known location. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a nice aesthetic though, like a really nice looking level.
Yeah, and the music here is really good too. I like to use it in a lot of my YouTube videos, though. I was thinking of doing it again for like the outros for these Let's Play videos, but then I was like, nah, I used it a lot in my previous videos. I need to mix it up. Let's see. Go, did you ever get around to playing Painkiller yet, or no?
No.
Nah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna spoil the whole game for you.
I care so little.
But the
I
story...
Yeah, which I barely paid attention. I do intend on playing someday, but for now I'm just gonna. I've been
Getting angry at Fire Emblem?
not so much after it mellowed down quite a bit after I finished Genealogy. I was thinking about something. I come across this thought occasionally of mapping out Fire Emblem game from beginning to end. Like I thought about doing this with Binding Blade and maybe with Genealogy at some point.
Like mapping out as in like actually hand drawing a map or something, or?
No, basically doing a guy movement by movement, because the point is that the random number generator on the randomness of Fire Emblem games is not actually very random. At least for games like Genealogy, Binding Blade, Blazing Sword, the GBA games, it is based on the movements your character performs. So if you move a certain way, you're usually gonna have the same result. Like for example, your characters are gonna hit on the specific times. They're gonna get specific levels when you do perform certain movements, and it can be manipulated. Like people manipulate. You see a lot in Let's Plays. No, not Let's Plays. Speedruns, where they manipulate a lot of the supposed RNG based on the movement they make. Like they manipulate the system to get certain levels. that are more beneficial. They also manipulate to have a certain character hit with a low chance, you know. So I thought about doing a playthrough of the game and just recording like all the movements I make. It's like to basically find out what's the most optimal way of playing the game.
Okay.
I thought about doing it with some of the Fire Emblem games.
But you're going to start with genealogy, obviously.
Perhaps not. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
plan on-
that was something
Yeah,
that these skeleton guys can do. They can pick up dead bodies that are still intact and use them as meat shields. Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
But I do think I plan on doing that to genealogy someday, as like a way of beating the game for good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, the main motivation here is spite,
Yeah.
because of how angry the game made me when I first beat it, my first completion. You were there, like you remember, like the frustrating things the game did.
Yeah, the frustrating thing of you forgetting to equip an item.
No, of the game not giving me the item in the way, like it making me go all the way to the castle when that one character. It's probably not gonna make much sense to the people here in Rio if they don't have the example, like if they don't know what's the game, how it happens in the game, but stuff like the enemies not following the same rules as the players.
Yeah.
You know, stuff is really frustrating.
All right. Ooh, and we got Last Breath, a very poorly worded card. Basically, if you're under 50 health, it'll regenerate health until you're at 50 again. But anyway, with that, we will see you all next time. Have a nice night.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.